Narrator. Hello, fantastic English learners, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast's beginner series. I'm your narrator, and I'm thrilled you're joining us today. Have you ever noticed how people everywhere love to talk about the weather? It's true. Whether it's sunny, rainy, or cold, it's a common, easy way to start conversations and connect with others. That's why today we're focusing on talking about the weather in English. Learning these simple phrases will instantly give you more confidence in everyday chats. You're about to hear a natural and easy-to-follow conversation between two friends, Alex and Ben. They'll describe different types of weather, share how they feel about it, and even talk about what they like to do when it's sunny or snowy. After their conversation, we'll have a short, active practice session to help you use the new words and phrases yourself. Listen closely to their simple English and the useful weather words they use. Get ready to expand your vocabulary and practice listening just by tuning in. Let's dive into the conversation. Alex: Hi Ben. Wow, it's a really lovely day, isn't it? I was just enjoying the sunshine coming through my window. What do you think about the weather today? It feels so nice and peaceful, almost like a perfect spring morning, even though it's already June. The air is so clear. Ben: Hi Alex. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. I agree, it's so lovely. It's very sunny today and it's also wonderfully warm. I really love days like this because they just make everything feel lighter and brighter. When it's sunny and warm, I feel incredibly happy and energetic. It makes me want to go outside and do things that I can't do on other kinds of days. For example, I feel like taking a long walk in nature, maybe even planning a picnic for lunch or playing some outdoor games like frisbee in the park. The warm sun on my skin feels so comforting, almost like a gentle hug, and it really brightens my mood immediately. How about you? How do you feel when the weather is sunny and warm like this? Do you like it as much as I do, or do you perhaps prefer other kinds of weather for different activities? I often find myself planning my entire day around good weather, especially on weekends when I have more free time. Alex: Oh, I definitely do. I love sunny and warm weather too, maybe even more than you do if that's possible. It's truly my favorite kind of weather. When it's sunny, I like to open all the windows in my house wide and let the fresh air and sunlight come streaming in. It makes the whole house feel alive and clean, almost as if it's breathing. Sometimes, if it's very sunny and warm, I like to go for a long, leisurely walk in the park, enjoying the green trees and flowers, or maybe even ride my bike along the river path, feeling the wind in my hair. The sun makes everything feel so bright and good, and it seems like everyone outside is happier and more relaxed too. It's perfect weather for being outdoors, whether it's for some healthy exercise, meeting friends for an ice cream, or just relaxing on a bench with a good book. I always feel more motivated, positive, and optimistic on sunny days. I genuinely hope it stays like this for many days, perhaps even for the whole week. I really wish we had sunny weather almost all the time, or at least for the majority of the year, because it just makes life feel so much better. But me too. I hope it stays sunny and warm for a long time. It's ideal for so many outdoor activities that bring so much joy. However, you know how quickly the weather can change, especially in this region. We don't always have sunny days, do we? Sometimes it can be quite surprising how fast it shifts. What about rainy weather? How do you truly feel about rain, Alex? Do you find any beauty in it, or do you much prefer sunny days for everything? Here, sometimes it rains a lot, often very suddenly, especially in the afternoon during monsoon season. Do you ever feel cozy when it rains, or does it just make you want to stay completely dry and avoid going out? Alex: Rainy weather. I have to say, I don't like rainy weather very much at all. When it's raining, especially heavily, I usually prefer to stay strictly inside. I genuinely don't like getting wet at all. And it can be quite cold sometimes when it rains, which makes it even less appealing for me. If it's pouring outside, I usually watch movies, catching up on my favorite shows, or curl up with a good book, completely lost in the story. I like to make myself a warm cup of tea or coffee, maybe even some hot chocolate, and just relax indoors, listening to the sound of the rain hitting the window pane. It's good for staying cozy at home and doing quiet, reflective activities. But I definitely prefer sunny days for going out and being active and social. Do you ever go out in the rain, Ben, maybe with a big umbrella, or do you also prefer to be completely inside when it's raining hard? Are there any rainy day activities you actually enjoy doing outdoors? Ben: Well, I agree with you. I don't like heavy, continuous rain, especially if I absolutely need to go outside for work or run important errands. It's genuinely difficult to walk with an umbrella against strong winds, and your shoes always seem to get wet. But sometimes a little bit of rain, especially a light shower after many hot and sunny days, can be quite nice because it makes everything feel incredibly fresh and clean. The plants and trees look so much greener, the flowers seem to pop, and the air smells wonderfully clean and earthy. If it's just a light rain, I might still go for a short walk with a big, sturdy umbrella, just to get some fresh air and feel the coolness. However, if it's heavy rain, then I absolutely prefer to stay indoors too. On such days, I usually do quiet things like cooking a big, comforting meal in the kitchen, baking something sweet, or simply listening to music, podcasts, or audiobooks. So, I guess I like light rain sometimes for its freshness, but not strong, heavy rain that makes everything difficult and inconvenient. It really depends on how strong and persistent the rain is and if I have to be outside. Alex, I understand completely. A little rain can certainly be good for nature, that's undeniably true. It helps everything grow and revitalizes the landscape. So, we've talked about sunny and rainy weather. What about cold weather? Do you generally like cold days, Ben, or do you find them challenging? Here in winter it can be very, very cold, sometimes even freezing with temperatures dropping below zero. Does the intense cold truly bother you, or do you find a certain charm in it, perhaps because of the activities it allows? Ben, oh, cold weather is quite interesting. I must admit I don't love very cold weather, like when it's absolutely freezing and the temperature drops below 0 degrees Celsius. That's simply too uncomfortable for me. My body just doesn't enjoy it. However, I do like it when it's just a little bit cold or cool and crisp. When it's moderately cold, I can wear a warm, chunky sweater and a cozy scarf, perhaps some thick woolly socks, and drink hot chocolate, steaming coffee, or a comforting hot tea. It feels very comfortable and inviting to be indoors by a warm fireplace or wrapped in a blanket on the sofa. But when it's really cold, like when there's ice on the ground or a biting wind, then I don't like it so much. My hands and feet get cold incredibly easily no matter how many layers I wear, and it's hard to stay truly warm even with many layers of clothes. Do you generally like very cold weather, Alex? Or do you always prefer it warmer, closer to sunny days where you feel more at ease? Alex, I'm with you on that, Ben. I absolutely don't like very cold weather either. I always feel cold even when I'm wearing a big thick coat, gloves, and a hat. My nose gets cold quickly and my fingers and toes feel like ice no matter what I do. I definitely prefer it much warmer, perhaps even staying indoors on those extremely cold days. But there's one thing I really, truly like about cold weather. Snow. If it's cold enough for snow and it actually starts to snow, that is truly beautiful to me. I love watching the snow fall gently and silently from the sky, transforming everything into a magical, clean, and white landscape. And if there's a lot of snow, enough to build with, I like to go outside and play in it, perhaps make snow angels, or even build a snowman with a carrot for a nose and buttons for eyes. So much fun. Do you ever make snowmen, or do you prefer just to watch the snow from the warmth of inside your home? Ben, yes. I love snow too, Alex. If it's snowing, it's absolutely amazing. The world outside looks so clean and peaceful, completely covered in white, and the special silence that seems to come with fresh snow is wonderful. It's a truly unique feeling. And yes, if there's enough snow, I definitely like to go outside and make snow angels, leaving my imprint in the fresh white powder, or even build a small snowman with sticks for arms and a hat. It's a lot of fun even if it is very cold. But after playing in the snow for a while, perhaps 20 or 30 minutes, I definitely need to go inside immediately and drink hot tea or coffee to get warm again. I can't stay out for too long when it's very cold, even if it's beautiful snow. My hands get too chilly too quickly and then the fun stops. Alex, exactly. Hot tea or hot chocolate is absolutely perfect after playing in the snow. It warms you up wonderfully from the inside out. So, Ben, we've talked about sunny, warm, rainy, cold, and snowy weather. That's a lot of types already. What about windy weather? Do you generally like it when it's very windy, or does the wind tend to bother you when you're trying to be outside? Ben, windy weather can be a bit tricky, can't it? Sometimes, if it's just a little bit windy and it's also sunny, it can actually feel quite nice and cool, especially on a hot day. A gentle breeze can be very refreshing, helping to keep you from feeling too warm. But if it's very windy, then it's not so good at all. My hair gets incredibly messy and blows everywhere, making it hard to see, and sometimes light objects like leaves or even rubbish can blow around. And if it's windy and cold at the same time, that's probably the worst combination for me. The wind makes the cold feel even colder, right? It goes right through your clothes, making you shiver. Do you like windy weather, Alex? Or do you definitely prefer calm days with no strong wind at all? Alex, I completely agree with you, Ben. I absolutely don't like very windy weather either. It's especially annoying if I'm trying to walk outside because the strong wind pushes me and it can be hard to walk straight forward. It's also difficult to hear things properly when the wind is howling, and sometimes the wind makes a lot of noisy sounds. And if it's windy and raining at the same time, that's just the worst scenario. It's almost impossible to use an umbrella because the wind will turn it inside out or even completely break it. So I definitely prefer calm days with no wind or just a very gentle breeze, like a light whisper of air. Strong wind just feels uncomfortable, disruptive, and sometimes even a little bit irritating to me. Ben, yes, a gentle breeze is certainly nice and pleasant. It's much more enjoyable than a strong, blustery wind. What about cloudy weather? When the sky is full of clouds and there's no sun to be seen, just gray everywhere. Do you like cloudy days, or do you find them a bit dull and depressing sometimes? Alex, I think cloudy weather is okay. Certainly not my absolute favorite because, as you know, I really love the sun and how bright and energetic it makes everything feel. But if it's cloudy and not raining, it's still perfectly good for being outside, like for a long walk or a bike ride without the bright sun in your eyes. It's often cooler than a very sunny day, which can actually be nice if it's normally hot and you want to avoid direct sun. So I don't mind cloudy days too much. They're definitely much better than very heavy rain or strong, annoying wind. A cloudy day can feel calm and peaceful in its own way, perhaps good for thinking or just relaxing quietly. What about you, Ben? Are you okay with cloudy days, or do you always wish for sunshine? Ben, yes, I'm okay with cloudy days too, especially if it's not too cold. They can actually be quite good days for working inside the house, or perhaps going to a museum or art gallery, or visiting friends without feeling like you're missing out on sunshine. It's a calm kind of weather, not too extreme. Sometimes a cloudy day is perfect for just relaxing at home, reading a book, or doing hobbies without feeling like you're missing out on something outdoors. It's a good balance in the weather cycle, offering a change from bright sun. Alex, definitely. They have their own purpose. So, Ben, what about tomorrow? Have you checked the weather forecast recently? Do you know what the weather will be like tomorrow? I'm quite curious if we'll have another sunny day or if things will change. Ben, oh, good question. Let me check my phone quickly. It usually has the very latest forecast. Yes, I just looked. The forecast says tomorrow will be sunny again. That's wonderful news. And it will be warm just like today, but maybe a tiny bit warmer, around 25 degrees Celsius. So more good weather for us. It looks like we'll have another perfect day to be outside and enjoy the fresh air, maybe even for a longer period. I'm really happy about that. What are your plans for tomorrow if it's sunny and warm again? Anything special planned? Alex, that's fantastic news. I'm so incredibly happy to hear that. I was really hoping for another sunny day. If it's sunny and warm, I might try to go for a run very early in the morning before it gets too hot, and then maybe have lunch outside at one of my favorite cafes with outdoor seating. It's just perfect for that. What about the weekend? Will it be sunny on Saturday and Sunday too? Or will the weather change a lot for the weekend? Sometimes the weather changes very quickly from weekdays to weekends, so it's always good to check. Then, let's see for the weekend. The forecast says Saturday will be cloudy, but importantly, no rain. So it will be cloudy but dry, which is good because we won't need umbrellas and can still be outdoors. Sunday will be sunny again. So one cloudy day and one sunny day this weekend. Not bad at all. You can still do outdoor things on Saturday just without the bright sun. And Sunday will be absolutely perfect for anything sunny you want to do, like going to the beach or a big park. How do those weekend plans sound to you weather-wise? Alex, no, that sounds very good. I can definitely plan my activities around that. Sunny on Sunday is absolutely great for something outdoors, like a picnic with friends or a longer bike ride through the countryside. And a cloudy but dry Saturday is perfectly fine for running errands, maybe visiting a local market, or perhaps a relaxing visit to the library. This has been a really good chat, Ben. It's always interesting and useful to talk about the weather, as it helps us plan our days and prepare ourselves for what's coming. Ben, yes it is. It's a very common topic, universally understood, and now we know all about it. Thanks for the chat, Alex. See you later. Practice session. Your turn to speak. Narrator. Alright, it's your turn to practice. I'll ask you a question about the weather just like Alex and Ben did. Listen to my question, then say your answer aloud. Try to use the new phrases you heard today. Narrator. What's the weather like where you are right now? Narrator. Good. Now, do you like rainy weather? Narrator. Excellent. One more. Will it be sunny tomorrow? Narrator. Fantastic work. Now just quickly repeat these two important phrases after me. What's the weather like? Tomorrow it will be sunny. Narrator. You're doing great. Keep practicing these essential phrases. Conclusion. Narrator. Wow, you've done an incredible job today. You just practiced talking about one of the most common topics in English, the weather. You can now confidently describe sunny, rainy, and cold days, and even talk about tomorrow's forecast. This is a fantastic step in your English journey. Remember to use these new phrases every day. Next time you look outside, describe the weather in English to yourself or a friend. Every time you practice, you're building real confidence step by wonderful step. Keep learning, keep speaking. Don't miss our next lesson in the beginner series. Goodbye for now.